You think you know Red Bull, the energy drink, the one with wings, the drink you grab when you need to stay awake. But what if I told you Red Bull doesn't actually make their own drinks? What if the entire empire, worth over $35 billion, was built on something far more clever and far more disturbing than you ever imagined? This is the story of how one man turned nothing into everything. How a company that produces almost nothing became one of the most powerful brands on Earth. This is the story of the world's biggest marketing illusion. Our story begins in 1984, Bangkok, Thailand. A man named Dietrich Mateschitz steps off a plane. He's a salesperson for a German toothpaste company. Exhausted, jet-lagged, broken. Then he discovers something. A local drink called Krating Dang. It wipes away his exhaustion instantly. And in that moment, everything changes. But here's where it gets interesting. Mateschitz doesn't want to make the drink. He doesn't want to build factories. He doesn't want the headaches of production. He wants something else entirely. He makes a deal with the drink's creator, Chaleo Uvidya. A 50-50 split. But there's a twist. Chaleo would handle all the production, all the manufacturing, all the boring stuff. Mateschitz would handle just one thing: marketing. Here's what most people don't understand. Red Bull doesn't own factories. They don't own bottling plants. They outsource everything to other companies who make the drink for them. They're literally paying someone else to make their product. So what exactly does Red Bull do? They sell you a feeling. While Coca-Cola spends billions on factories, Red Bull spends billions on stories. They don't advertise a drink. They advertise a lifestyle, an identity. They created their own sports teams, their own racing leagues. They sent a man to the edge of space and had him jump, not to sell drinks, to sell the idea of Red Bull. And here's the darkest part. It worked. Better than anyone could imagine. By 2024, Red Bull sold over 12 billion cans a year. They spend 30% of their revenue not on making drinks, but on marketing and events. Traditional drink companies spend maybe 10% on marketing. Red Bull spends 3 times that, because they're not a drink company. They're a marketing company that happens to sell drinks. So is Red Bull a scam? That depends on what you think they're selling. If you think they're selling a drink, then yes. They're charging you premium prices for something they pay someone else pennies to make. Something that costs maybe 20 cents to produce. Sold to you for $3. But if you understand they're selling a dream, an experience, a brand, then maybe it's not a scam at all. Maybe it's just the future of business. Red Bull gave you wings, but they never told you those wings were imaginary. Built by someone else. Sold to you at a massive profit. By a company that makes nothing but makes you feel everything.